Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you the easiest and cheapest recipe to elevate all your dishes. The humble pickled onion. Did you know? Nearly every cuisine in the world has their own version of pickled onion. The earliest recorded evidence of pickled onions was from 2400 BC. You want to aim for a beautiful color because not only is it going to elevate the flavor of your dish, but it's going to make it pop and make it look beautiful. We're making 3 different types today. The red onions, the red in the skin will bleed into the vinegar and make your pickled onions red. Well, these 2 are made with shallots because I have a love affair with shallots. I will color it pink by using a beet. We'll start by doing the most simple, which is the pickled red onion. I'm going to show you the process in this video, the measurements and the recipe. It'll be in the description. We're using a 500 ml jar, which is about 2 cups. Just gonna peel. Don't throw away your onion scraps. Keep them in the freezer and save them for when you need to make a stock. Here you want them pretty thin. You're gonna need about 2 cups of onions. Let's get these into our jar. Got them packed pretty tightly. We want to get the pickling liquor onto the stove. I'm going to put water, a mix of apple cider vinegar and white vinegar, although you could just use white vinegar, or if you have red wine vinegar, that's also really nice. And we have sugar and salt. I'm using Diamond Crystal kosher salt, which is a bit less salty than other kosher salt, and regular salt. So maybe if you're using a different brand, you might want to put a little bit less. So let's put that on the heat, on medium high, to come to a simmer before we pour it over our onions. Now we're gonna prep our shallots for my favorite pickled situation. We need 2 cups of shallots per jar. We want to keep them whole because we want that round shape. For the cutting of the shallots, you have 2 options. That's for 2 options. You can either just slice them with a knife, or if you are comfortable and own a mandolin, it will give you beautiful, even cuts and is a little bit faster. If you're doing it with a knife, what the hell is that? About that thickness. Just want to adjust it to whatever size. And I always rotate whatever I'm cutting with a mandolin because depending on where the pressure is being applied with your hand, it'll become uneven. Okay, the red onion is already splashed and stained my sweater, and I haven't even touched the beets yet, so let me protect myself a little bit here. It's come to a simmer. We're gonna pour it over. The thing is, I don't have a funnel. I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna use this bottom top. This pot has a pouring spout, which is why I got it, but it doesn't work. You want the pickle liquor to be hot when you pour it over your onions so that they soften. Just want to leave these guys to chill. The level will go down a little bit as the onions absorb some of the liquid, so we're going to put this to the side and let it cool while we prepare our shallots. Our beet here. Sorry, the fan was on because it was getting really vinegary in here, but that's really annoying. As I was saying, you don't need a lot of beet to color these. Beets, they're a very powerful, beautiful vegetable. How does that just grow from a little seed in the ground, this beautiful color? I'll mandolin it as well. This is really all you need. I would probably, in this size jar, max put 4 slices. Put 1 beet at the bottom and do a layer, like a lasagna. Shallots, and another beet, shallots, beet, shallots. For the finale, we're gonna put a beet right on top. Seal her up. On the stove. And you might as well give it a little... Okay, I should have done this as I was filling this, but I didn't. Try and put some peppercorns down the side. I'm probably just putting maybe like 6 peppercorns in here. Shove a bay leaf in there. Gorgeous. See, now we got a bay leaf. Peppercorns, a little extra flavor. It is simmering, boiling. We're gonna go ahead and pour this mixture into the shallots that have the beets. Be careful when you're pouring over here not to go too fast because the beet on top could cause things to go a bit sideways. We are gonna make our turmeric blend. So into that, I'm gonna put a bay leaf, 6 or 8 peppercorns, maybe about half a teaspoon of coriander seeds, about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. I'm gonna turn this back on just for a little bit for the flavors to infuse. Lighting's changed a little bit. Apologies, it's the winter. The golden onion. Once you've let these cool, you put a lid on them, pop them in the fridge, they'll last a long time. I mean, technically you could say 2 weeks, but I eat mine for months. Before consuming them, you want to give them at least 24 hours, but 3 days is a really good time frame for them to absorb the maximum amount of flavor. For the shallots with the beets in it, you just want to put the lid on and give it a shake so that the parts of the vinegar that have been deeply dyed by the beetroot will circulate. Fair amount of the pickling liquid left over. I always make a bit more than I'll need because I've done it before where too much of it evaporates in the simmering process and then you don't have enough. If that happens, you can just top it with some vinegar. It's not the end of the world. I have a good amount left, so I'm gonna keep this in the fridge and I'm probably gonna make sauces. A vinaigrette with this. I think it would be really good if you added a bit to tahini and made a tahini sauce to glaze. You can make more pickles. It won't go to waste. If you make too many pickled onions, they're a beautiful gift. Valentine's Day is coming up, people. A jar of pink pickled onions. Give your crush that, and I mean, you're getting married. You can eat them together and kiss. Here is what our onions are looking like after 48 hours in the fridge. I hope you enjoyed our time together today and that you make these onions. They're so easy and they will elevate so many dishes. Like and subscribe for more recipes to see me throw pickled onions on everything.